Next off, we have the complete third season of SpongeBob SquarePants. So this one comes inside a die-cut slipcover, and it's another box in which each disc has their own individual case. But this time it's slim cases, so that's good. So here's the front, top, left, right, and the back of the slipcover. Here's the actual box with some pretty nice looking artwork. Here's the front, top, bottom, left, right, and back of the box. And here are the 3 cases for the 3 discs. Here's disc 1 with SpongeBob, Squilliam, and Squidward on the front. And the artwork on the disc actually looked different than what's on the front cover this time. So that's cool. Here is disc 2 with SpongeGard, Patar, and Squidtard, if I remember it correctly, because it's been a long time since I've seen the episode SpongeBob BC, which is the episode that this case is referencing. Well, not the actual case, the artwork on the case, but, you know, whatever. And finally, here's disc 3 with SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, and all of his relatives, from another one of my all-time favorite SpongeBob episodes, Plankton's Army. Now we have my 2 compilation DVDs for SpongeBob. Sea Stories, front, spine, and the back. And here's the disc. And Halloween, front, spine, and the back. And the disc. So all of these SpongeBob DVDs were released by Paramount, and I got the first and third sets from my cousin David. I don't know where he got them from though. Sea Stories I also got from David, and then the Halloween disc I got recently at Goodwill. Same thing goes with this DVD, The Fairly OddParents Abracatastrophe the Movie, released by Paramount. Fairly OddParents is another great cartoon, even though the show's creator, Butch Hartman, is not that great of a person. And the show does have season sets released by Amazon, but they're super expensive, like $15 to $20 per season. So there is no way I'm going to pay that much money for DVD-Rs. Alright, so for right now, I just have this DVD featuring one of the show's made-for-TV movies, Abracatastrophe. And I got this mainly because I remember the trailers for this DVD so much, like the trailers advertising this. Because I used to have a bunch of VHS tapes for Nickelodeon. I don't collect them anymore, and I don't have any more VHS tapes of Nickelodeon. But I remember they used to all have the trailer for this DVD, so as soon as I found this at Goodwill, I was all like, of course I want to have this in my collection, so I bought it. Kind of more of an impulse buy, but you know, it's a buy regardless, and it is a nice release. Here's the front, the spine, and the back. And here is the disc, and this one actually comes with an insert. The front of it copies the artwork that's on the back, not the back, the front cover, and the back of the insert is a scene selection. Cool. Next off, we have Chalk Zone, the complete series. Chalk Zone is, in my opinion, the most underrated Nicktoon of all time, with the Mighty Bee being in second. This is a burn-on-demand DVD-R set from Amazon. I usually don't buy these because most of these shows are on streaming services like Hulu, but this one is a show that hasn't been made available on any streaming services. So this is one that I wanted to have, and now I have it. So I'm not a big fan of the burn-on-demand DVD-Rs because they're not like press disc, and I prefer press disc over DVD-Rs because, they don't get scratched as quickly, and they aren't, cheap. I'm not saying cheap because the artwork on this set is actually pretty nice looking. I'm just saying, press disc are nicer. That's what I'm trying to say here. So, if this DVD set does get re-released in press disc form by either Paramount or Shelf Factory, I would probably buy it, just so I can support the show, and also because, I prefer press disc. But anyway, here's the front, spine, and the back. And here is the inside. And in case you were wondering what this is, I made my own insert. The package doesn't list what episodes are included on each disc, so I went onto the Nickelodeon wiki and I copied and pasted the information, and I printed it out here. So it lists every single episode that's on this set. So yeah, made my own little insert. So here's the inside. Here is Disc 1 featuring Rudy. Disc 2 featuring Penny. Disc 3 featuring Snap. Disc 4 with Rudy again. And Disc 5 with Penny again. And the artwork is pretty nice looking on these discs. But here, let me take Disc 1 out. The back of each disc are purple, so you can definitely tell that these are DVD-Rs. Oops, I forgot to put the insert in here. Let me pause the camera real quick so I can do that. Next off, he's gonna catch 'em all because he's Danny Phantom. We have Danny Phantom Season 1, released by Shout Factory. So this show does have a complete series set, but the entire series is on Hulu now, so I don't really have a need or a want to own it right now. If the show does get removed on Hulu, I probably will get the complete series then, or if I can find it for a pretty good price, because it's $20, which isn't too bad of a price, but this show only has 3 seasons, and there aren't any special features or anything like that. But yeah, I do have Season 1, so let's take a look at it. It's the front, spine, and the back. And here is the inside. So the inside of the case does have artwork, and it lists what episodes are included on each of the 4 discs, which is nice. So here is Disc 1 featuring Danny, Disc 2 featuring Sam, Disc 3 featuring Tucker, and Disc 4 featuring Jazz. I know, pretty stupid name, but that's her name. Next off, we have the only Nickelodeon Blu-ray that I have in my collection, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the complete series. So, I got this as a gift from my science teacher from a couple of years ago, Mr. Hudden. He's a big fan of this show, and he thinks that I would really love this show because I'm a big fan of Steven Universe, and he thinks that it's just as good. So, I got this as a gift, and I have seen this show before I got this, but I started watching it in order, and I like it so far. I think it's a pretty good show, and I can see why so many people think that this is the best show Nickelodeon has made. Not in my opinion, because like I said, my favorite Nicktoon is Spongebob, but I can see why people love this show so much. So, yeah, so I'm super cool that I have this in my collection, and it came out just last year, so yeah, this is really cool. So it comes inside a slipcover. So here's the front, left side, right side, and the back of the slipcover. Here is the actual case. It actually has different artwork than the slipcover this time. I personally like this artwork better, and I really wish that this was the artwork on the slipcover. But it is what it is. So this title is from Paramount. Here's the front, spine, and the back. And here's the inside. Unfortunately, each of the discs are blue disc, which are the type of disc that Paramount uses for their Blu-rays. Gray for DVDs, blue for Blu-ray. So there are 3 seasons, and each of the seasons have 3 discs. So here is Season 1, Disc 1, Season 1, Disc 2, Season 1, Disc 3, Season 2, Disc 1, Season 2, Disc 2, Season 2, Disc 3, Season 3, Disc 1, Season 2, Disc 3, not Season 2, Disc 3, it's Season 3, Disc 2, and Season 3, Disc 3. Next off, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Good, the Bad, and Casey Jones. So I've had this DVD for quite some time, and I know this show has a complete first and second seasons box set, but the show is on Hulu, so once again, I don't really have a need to want to own the show on DVD right now. So this is for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 2012, in case you were wondering. So here's the front, spine, and the back. And here's the inside. So there is artwork inside the case this time, but unfortunately we have another plain gray disc. So both this and the Avatar The Last Airbender Blu-ray are from Paramount. I'm not sure if I mentioned Avatar's Blu-ray yet, so that's the reason why I brought it up. Next off, we have The Loud House. It Gets Louder, Season 1, Volume 2. Don't have Season 1, Volume 1 yet, but I am planning on getting it at some point. Loud House, really good show. This is a nice collection, but there aren't any special features, which is a bummer. Here's the front, spine, and the back. And here is the inside. They put some artwork inside the case, which is super nice, but unfortunately, both discs are plain gray discs. I actually did a review of this DVD before I made this video, so I'll put a link to that in the description. So here is disc 1 and disc 2. Now I'm going to take disc 2 out so you guys can see the artwork underneath. Next off, we have the only Nick Jr. DVD I have in my collection. Backyardigans, It's Great to Be a Ghost. Found this at a dumpster, believe it or not. And I decided to hold on to it because it actually is in a pretty good condition. And you know, I used to watch this show back when I was very, very little, because I grew up in the early 2000s and the show came out around that time. And you know, it's mostly for nostalgic reasons. I'm probably going to get rid of this at some point, but not right now. Here's the front, spine, the back, and the disc. Couple of inserts. First one is a insert advertising various Nickelodeon products. And the second one is a generic insert that advertises other Nick Jr. DVDs that were available at around the same time this one came out. And they advertise some VHS tapes. So you can tell that this is an old DVD release because of the fact that it advertises VHS tapes. So you can tell that this was from when Nickelodeon was still producing them. So those are all my season and compilation discs. So now we're going to take a look at the DVDs that have episodes of random Nickelodeon shows instead of it being just one show. So we have the Out of the Vault Collection, released by Shout Factory, with Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, Angry Beavers, All Real Monsters, and Cat Dog. Here's the front, spine, and the back. And here is the inside. Pretty nice looking artwork. I'll take the disc out so you guys can see the artwork underneath. And we have Out of the Vault again. Front, spine, back. And the inside. Pretty nice looking artwork, though it is a little more generic looking than on the first Out of the Vault DVD. And then we have Out of the Vault Christmas. front, spine, and the back. And here's the inside. Artwork is more generic looking than the first DVD and is similar to that of the second one. I'll take the disc out so you guys can see what's underneath. And I'm not sure if I did that yet, so I'm gonna do it with the Out of the Vault Again 1 too. Sorry about that, guys. And finally, we have Nicktoon Christmas, the last Nickelodeon DVD I have in my collection. So it has the Fairly OddParents, Spongebob, Rugrats, and Rocket Power. Here's the front, spine, and the back, and the disc. Unfortunately, it's inside an EcoBox case again. So, most of these I got at Walmart, except for the Ninja Turtles one, I got it for my birthday. And I don't know where whoever got it for me got it from. So yeah, that's everything Nickelodeon that I have on DVD and Blu-ray. I'm gonna give a shout out right now to Brendan the Tom and Jerry fan, a really cool YouTuber who requested that this would be the first of the DVD collection videos that I make. The link to his channel will also be in the description. So, until next time, I'm Jason the Total Drama Fan, and I am signing off.